Yeah. So we have all gathered here to discuss on the training part and one of the technology that we most widely used in our reporting terms. So I've just started the recording. Hope most of the guys are joined, which I have already notified. Yeah. So just to go through like what we are going to cover for today's session and why we have gathered here to discuss on the basic terms and all. We are trying to learn a technology called Power BI, so which is a reporting tool. And for example, if any of the employee has joined in a company, so say for example, Sai Kiran is the guy. He joined in a company called Deloitte. So he is the employee. He got an opportunity, and his role is like some Power BI developer. Some Power BI developer. So fortunately, he got an offer in Deloitte by some reason. So on his own terms, he tried to learn the technology. He tried to crack the job. So his role that was offered by Deloitte was Power BI developer. Power BI developer. So when I say the role is a Power BI developer, like what is the term of Power BI indicates like where it will helpful for Sai Kiran and what is his major responsibilities to work on the same technology or the tool. So in order to know his responsibilities as a Power BI developer or software engineer, where he is working in a technology called Power BI, and what are the basic things that he should know, and when we use the Power BI, and what is the importance of Power BI, so that he should know as a basic responsibilities, then only he can take the activity and he can go on working on the particular technology. So in the generic terms, so let us assume either in the Google or any place. So if we just assume population then by country and a bar chart. See, sometimes we are looking into the newspapers and they'll be displaying some pie charts or the donut charts or the bar charts or the bar charts for our convenience. So to understand the data easily, see, I'll show something to you. Open image in a new tab. So you can just see this image. Randomly I've taken this image. Let me just unpin this. Yeah. New tab. Yeah. So you can just see this one of the image. So which shows bar graph shows the population of a country in various years. So somehow one of the print media has displayed this much is the population has been increased from year over year, like 1940 to 50, like 30 to 40 million and 50 to 60, some 60, 40 to 60 million. And there is a drastic growth from 1940s to 2020. So now it's been like 130 millions of population that we can say or that we can assume in India. So year over year or decade over decade, so there you can see there is a drastic growth. So this visualization was provided in one of your newspapers that you are just going through it. Instead of reading the data in this manner, what is the year? What is the value that was showing? So it is better for every viewer or every listener to look at the data in pictorial representation. That means diagrammatical way. So here the diagrams are indicates the visualizations. So any data that can be displayed in pictorial representation, as we use these terms in our mathematics, so that gives easiness for the readers, for the clients or the viewers to understand how the values are getting increased in lesser time rather than reading the data. So if I want to display this kind of any visualization, what are the basic terms I need to know? What is the technology that supports? Where I can build these visualizations? In order to build this simple bar graph, so what is the choice that I can make? So there are different technologies that you can see in the market. As you can see, the Power BI is one of the technology as a reporting tool. The same bar chart can be displayed or created by using another technology called a Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, SSRS. There are different technologies. So why are we choosing only Power BI? And is it possible to build the visualizations in Power BI? If you ask me, yes. So any reporting tool, the reporting tool purpose is that. So to display the visualizations for the clients based upon their data inputs. They provide some data to us. We are here to create them back, whatever the needed visualizations that gives more meaningful insights to the clients. So we ideally create them. So here you can just see a question how a bar chart can display population growth by an year. You can just see year is on x-axis and the world population in billions is on y-axis. So since from 500 BC, you can just see how the bar is getting increased exponentially, like a linear way, you can see. So up to 2025, we can see almost 8.5 billion it is reaching. 8.5 billion it is reaching. So in order to build this, I need a technology. I need a tool in my IT. For the Sai Kiran, he needed technology to provide his responsibilities in his company Dell IT. So he was asking his manager like which technology that we are majorly working on, especially in the reporting part. So he was asking with his manager and he has given him the choice. So there is a manager called like Vishal. You just observe there is a manager called Vishal. So he has provided him the different technologies like a Power BI, Tableau, ClickView. So these are the different technologies that were proposed by his manager. So manager didn't tell him directly use only Power BI. Use only Power BI. So in order to build this, in order to build my visualizations, you can use any of the either technology. So based upon your wish. So then how Sai Kiran can make a decision on top of it? So he is not much sure which one to use, but instead he wanted to go through some market trend, which is a better tool nowadays. And so even if I take Tableau, that I can create the same bar chart. Even if I take a ClickView, that also can be created the same bar chart. But why the Sai Kiran has choose this Power BI is his willing tool is that. So whenever you are choosing a technology, you should always assume your market trend, like how the market is for Power BI, and are there any opportunities are available, or is it a leading market or it is a lagging market. So for that, he need to make some decision on his own, whether if that particular tool is trending well, then he can choose the Power BI over Tableau or ClickView. So if Tableau is a better choice, then he can choose Tableau over Power BI and ClickView to build the data visualizations part. So for that, someone told him that to view or to compare the market trend, Sima. So there is a guy in the world, so who always analyzes which reporting tool serves best, and based upon that, we should take the decision. Sai Kiran will understand which is doing better and all. He can just make his own decision before he choose his willing tool, before he choose to work on it. Sima. So this is one of the trend that you can find magic quadrant for analytics and business intelligence platform. So this is not only my PPT, this is available in your cloud store or in Google. So I'll just show it like why only the Power BI on the other reporting tools, you can say. You can just see. Seema, there are 4 quadrants like a visionaries, niche players and challengers and leaders. So this is a guy, Gartner is a reviewer for all the technologies that are available in the market. And especially we don't need to compare our reporting tool with other technologies. We need to compare reporting with other reporting tools. Okay. So you can see there are a ClickView, Tableau and the Microsoft, and you can see Sizen, SAP, SAS, Yellowfin, Tilius, Avivas, all of them are MicroStrategy and SSRS. These are also having some reporting technologies. But when you look at who is the top contributor or the performer to the market, is that Microsoft. So Power BI is the Microsoft tool which was introduced by Microsoft, which we call as a Microsoft Power BI, which we call as Microsoft Power BI. So compared to the ClickView or the Tableau, Microsoft is the top contributor or the top performer because why he has become top performer is that so our all the Windows environment and all the platforms supports Microsoft environment because our Windows, our laptops are itself for Windows OS. So whenever you use a technology to the similar environment, then it is much compatible to use all the data connectors and all. So there is a reason Microsoft Power BI became a leader within less time, whereas Salesforce is the next leader in the same market, and next one is a ClickView. So by this way, by knowing some market trend, by knowing which is the prominent technology, Sai Kiran made some decision to use a Power BI is one of the choice that he can go for building the visualizations on top of his existing data. On top of his existing data. So now simply he can take some client has been given some data to him, and he can display the data in his Power BI technology or Power BI tool. So this looks like a Power BI window. So whatever that I'm showing you now is a Power BI tool window. Whenever you open this tool, so this always opens as a Microsoft. Seema, randomly I can enter some data, and based upon some enter data, Sai Kiran can create this visible. I will just show this here, like a 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, 2020. And here it is 80 roads, like a 90, 100, 110, and a 120. So here, population, I'm just loading it now. So I'm not teaching any Power BI today, just wanted to show the same visual that we can display over our Power BI tool, whether it is compatible or not. So Sai Kiran need to make his decision. So based upon that, we can go for visualization tool here. See the same thing that I would like to display. So world population here it is showing. I just wanted to take my India population. So I'll just take here, and I wanted to use any bar chart that is available. Here I can just display. Here I can just display the same thing. Here and the population. So you can just sort it. And the color that you can assume. You can enable the data lights. Sima? So if I would like to show the same kind of visualization. So on the x-axis here, on the y-axis, there is some population that I need to display. So how this visualization looks like? Is it the same purpose that is displaying you or something else? Is there anything else that we need to create for the same visualization? Nothing. See, so on the x-axis, I can see 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, and 2020. On every 5 years, I was showing the trend of population, how it is being increased. So client has given me this data. I can easily display the data in my Power BI tool, and I can show this. I can show the same visualization with my client. Is this okay or not? I will just get confirmation. I'll just get confirmation. So without knowing this tool, Sai Kiran is in a position to assume which tool is the best way to build this visualization. Some data has been given. So based upon his data, he wanted to make a choice. So Power BI is one of the best way that I can use my learning practice and also development practice in the Delhi. So now he has been assigned for a project called some L'Oreal. Meeting is being recorded. Sorry. Someone is speaking. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So now he has chosen his technology as a Power BI. Now he need to work on it. Like whenever we are taking any technology, see, this is the developer, and this is the project that he has been assigned, where his role is Power BI developer, his manager is Vishal. Now he has taken the tool as his choice to work on it. Power BI is a business intelligence tool where we can create our visualizations based upon this. So up to this, you understand that Power BI is one of the tool where we can create our data visualizations, and on top of this data visualization, I can display some data to my clients in pictorial representation based upon some raw data that has been provided to me. Raw data means what? Year-wise, some values has been given that I was showing in the visualization. Sir, Power BI only used for data visualizations. If you ask me, the major purpose of all the reporting tools is that. So whatever the input data that you have, see, there are many developers may work in SQL, SAP, or any testing environment, or any MuleSoft, or any big data technologies that we can say. So all these technologies works in the backend process. They work on the data testing, they work on data migrations, they work on data creation and all. But where this data is consuming by the end clients are the reporting tools. See, here we will be having the data in table form. Like employee wise, EMP wise, EMP, and there's some salary. Like A, and it is a B, and some C employee, and their salaries are like $100 per day, $120 per day, $130 per day. See, so this is a simple data in all these platforms that is available as a backend data or the source data. So the Power BI will not display the same data like this. So what they'll do, they will display this data in categorical representations. They will make this data much useful to easily understand by the client. So that means whatever the raw data that is available in any other technologies, the Power BI, Tableau, or the ClickView are the technologies to display the data to understand by the client in more easier fashion. See, if I simply copy this data, and again, if I simply use in my technology called Power BI, I can also display this data in my visualization. So that helps my client to understand what are the employees that are getting good salary and what are the employees that are getting some low salary. So I can simply enter my data, what has been given to me, and I can just show the same thing with my client. See, so I was telling some data has been there in the backend sources, whether the data is available in big data, SQL and all, but I don't want to show my client is not a guy to see all the raw data. So he wanted to see this data in visualization manner, because he can take better decisions on his data, where exactly it is improving, where exactly it is downfall. So you can just load the data, and I'm taking a pie chart here, employee and salary. Employee and salary. Can anyone tell me, ma? Can anyone tell me? So which representation is a better? If I take this, Control C, Control V, and I will take a table visual, like I'll take a table visual like the same way that was there in Excel. Like the same way that was there in Excel. So which gives better insights to the client? Which gives more easiness to the client? So is it the visualization or a simple table?
Visualization.
So on top of this, what else you can find? So you can see 130, 37.14, 120, 34.29, 100, 28.57. What does it mean? What is 37.14?
The
Percentage.
percentage
Yeah. So what is this percentage?
who the capacity, like how much which person is having how much salary.
Yeah. See, for example, 100 to 120 and 130. So that means what? So 350 is the total figure. Out of 350, his contribution is what? 37.14. 130 divided by 350, 37.14. So 120 divided by 350, 34.1. That means along with the value, our visuals will display its contribution to. So whenever client open the data, see, it is easy for him to understand his business. N number of employees are there, even 4 or 5 or 6 employees are there. So immediately he can understand easily to not to dig into it. So instead of reading this data in Power BI, he can read this data in his data sources in SQL or big data. So why he come to the Power BI? To easily understand their data in diagrammatical view in visualization manner. So we can make some decisions easily. So that is the reason we are here as a Sai Kiran developer. So he is working in Deloitte, that he need to provide his responsibilities as a visualization expert on top of the existing as the source data provided by the client. Who will provide this data? The client will provide the data. Then he will visualize. So from where the data will be coming? The data will be coming from different sources. So the Power BI is the tool here where we can make our insights in the visualization manner. So what is Power BI? Why we go for Power BI? So that we can just cover. Seema, so Power BI is related to other self-service business intelligence tools. Even the same technology that you can prefer over Power BI is a Tableau or ClickView. As I shown you, so he is a leading market nowadays since last 4 years, and we are expecting the forecast for next 6 years as well. This reporting tool, because this product was pre-built by Microsoft. So all our laptops, all our environments, even if you are working in a company, 99% of the platforms are endorsed by Microsoft. So whenever all the platforms in your laptops are endorsed by Microsoft, then that tool is much compatible to connect to any other data sources without any external connectors. If your data is available on the cloud, it can get it. If the data is available on your local machine, it can get it. to build the visualization. Like we have created a bar chart or a pie chart that I shown. Sima, what is Power BI? So ideally, Power BI is a self-service business intelligence tool. Self-service indicates that even a developer can create his own visualization. Even a client also can create his own visualization. So this is a free to use tool. It is a free to use tool. So where I can connect to any data, I can build my visualizations on top of any data from this source. So this can be built by the users and also the developer. See, I can be a user, I can be a developer. But in order to build a visualization, I should have some knowledge on the tool. So how can I prepare the data? How can I create the visual sample? So which is a self-service business intelligence. Why we call self-service is that anyone can connect to the data sources. They can create their own visualizations. That is not servicing ourselves to build some visuals in the tool. And next, so what is Power BI? So Power BI is a business intelligence which has a different entities. So one is a Power BI desktop. Second one is a Power BI cloud or the service. Power BI desktop. Next one is a Power BI cloud or the service. Sima, what is a desktop? What is service? And where we create our visuals is the Power BI desktop. Where we present our visualizations. Sai Kiran created the different visualizations. He wanted to show his report. He wanted to show his visuals to the client. Means he need to publish the report to some environment. That is so called as a service. So the same tool is categorized into two ways. One is the desktop, second one is service. So I will show that what is desktop, what is service and all. And why we are going for Power BI, as I showed, that is a Microsoft product. It is easily accessible to any connections in the Windows environment. 90% of the laptops in the world are Windows, except the Mac machines. Except the Mac machines. Mac means what? Apple laptops. So it is much more flexible compared to the other tools because this is one of the cheapest tool to purchase by the clients. Obviously, any companies will look for low cost products. Compared to the Tableau, Tableau is a Salesforce product which is costlier than Power BI to purchase the product. To purchase this tool, which is bit costlier compared to the Power BI. So that is the reason 90% of the clients nowadays are moving from Tableau to Power BI, ClickView to the Power BI. There are migration projects in every company, lot of migration projects as well, along with individual Power BI projects. They are migrating from Tableau to Power BI, ClickView to Power BI, SSRS to Power BI and all. Why they are migrating? Why I will go for better option? No, I will think that either I should like that product or either I should think that is a cheaper than this product. I will choose between the warehouses. If I go to two shops, if I get the same product in both the shops, I will compare which is low costlier. Which is low cost here. I purchase a cloth in shop A, which is lesser cost than shop B, then I'll choose shop A. In the same way, if I compare a Tableau versus Power BI, obviously Power BI is the cheapest technology, cheaper technology. Then I can just choose my Power BI as a reporting environment. There I can take my decision to use this. See, why? What is the purpose of this Power BI? We can use the visualization expert. So we can create n number of visualizations on top of the existing data that I have shown. So why Power BI as I showed? So that is a leader. That is the leader. So now, so this is the place where we should learn the basic things. So where we are here and what to create, where to create and where we publish is the environment. So that was I was showing it to you. See, Power BI desktop is the offline tool. You can just download this tool into your local machine. That means your local computer. And you build the visual Sima. This is the Power BI desktop product. This is the Power BI desktop product which I am showing you. So this empty window is a Power BI desktop product. So this is the place where you build all of your visualizations. Once it is completed, where you are going, you are going to the Power BI service or the Power BI cloud. So this is what it displays. See, after you connect to the data, what data that we have connected, just randomly as a trainer, I try to create some dummy data. What dummy data I have created, some population data. On population data, what visual I have created? Is it a bar chart or a pie chart? On population data, I have created some bar chart. On some employee salary, I have created some pie chart. Yes or no? Yes or no? So we just try to assume some raw data. On the raw data, on the population details, I try to create some bar chart that you can see in this desktop window. So this is a Power BI desktop layer where we create our visualizations after connecting to the data. Data can be any form. Either the data is coming from Excel sources or any databases. What are those databases and all that I will let you know. If any data is coming from simple Excel also, we can create some visuals. After you create the visuals, you keep the report with you or you will share with someone. What is your aim as a Sai Kiran? What he is supposed to do? He is working in a company. That company name itself, Deloitte. And he is working for a project in the Deloitte. He has got a project called L'Oreal. And he created some visualizations in the Power BI. And after creating this visual, will he save this file to his local machine or he need to present somewhere to the client? What is his end goal? Ideally, what is his end goal? Ideally, he should present this project to, his project to the client. So client here is some Jocelyn. You can just assume one of the client name, Jocelyn. He needs to present his report with the client after creating it. So how we will present this report to the client means we will not send this desktop file through the email or to the Teams environment. What he will do, he will publish this report to the cloud environment. So this is the place. So where we can present our reports in the cloud environment. So that is what is his responsibilities. Firstly, he connect to the data, he builds some visual, and then he will move this report to some cloud environment. So who are using this cloud environment then? End users. Who is end user for him? His client. Who is client? So this is what his major work, his end-to-end work until he released from the project. Regularly he need to get the data, any kind of the data. He will open the Power BI desktop tool. And once after completion of the report creation, that means visualization creation, and then what he will do, he will publish the report to the Power BI cloud or the service that we call Power BI service or the Power BI cloud. This is a Power BI desktop. This is the Power BI service. So this Power BI service is the cloud environment. So like how you can see your Google, you can just find it. You can just find it on the cloud environment. I'll just show you how the service will look like. So ideally, how our Facebook window or Google window that we open, the Power BI service also having its own cloud environment. Sima, after he create the report, he will publish it to the cloud environment. Can you see where we have opened this service? On the cloud or on the desktop? It is on the cloud or on the desktop? Obviously, it is on the internet. If any link that is opened on internet, obviously that is a cloud environment. That means Sai Kiran is going to publish this report to this cloud environment. This is the desktop window, and the backend that you can see, this you can see is a cloud environment. That means he connect to the data in the Power BI desktop at left. He will create some visualizations. After creating the visualizations, he publishes the report to this environment. See, there were previously, you can see batch 14, batch 15 guys, they have published a lot of assignments in our practice. See, so there are different reports that they have created. Hussein created some report, and you can just see some sales environment and all. See, that means where they have created this report in the Power BI desktop, where they are presenting it to me. If I am the client, where they are presenting it to me? In the cloud environment. What is cloud? Power BI service. This is the Power BI desktop. So, simple goals. I will download my Power BI desktop tool. I will connect to the data. I will create the visualizations. I will present it to the client in a cloud environment by publishing this. How we can publish it? We have an option. We have an option here. Simply to publish a report, I will make Sai Kiran report. I will make like Sai Kiran report. I want to publish this environment to the cloud environment. I will just select. I'll just select. See, how can I select here? Here I have some license that I have already purchased. In order to publish this to the axis, in order to publish this to this axis, I will just sign in. I will just sign in, and after signing in, I can publish my report to this cloud environment. Cloud environment. So now you can click on it. You can publish the same report to the cloud workspace. Sima, till now you are seeing your report in your local copy. That means in your Power BI desktop. I want to see my report in cloud. That means in Google. That means in one of the cloud environment, I want to see my report. Now you can see where your report is available. Where your report is available. Sima, just click on workspace, says my workspace. Can you see something here? Which report is that? This is the report that we have just created or not? This is the report that we have just created or not? Yes.
Yes.
Can you see that? Is this the same thing that you can see in your desktop version? Page 1, page 2, and is it the same thing or not? That means client can log in. Client can log into this environment. Client can log into this environment. Then they can see whatever you have created. If you want to post any photos of you in Facebook, are you sharing them in their WhatsApp or the Gmail, or you are posting simply your photos and others of your friends can see them? Which is easier way? Posting the photos in Facebook, and as other guys are already your friends, that means they already have access to your account, they can view your photos. Same way, after Sai Kiran published the report to the Power BI service or cloud environment, as he has friends, the friends here we call as the clients, they are already added to this account. So then they can also view the reports that was published by Sai Kiran. That means we are avoiding the manual process. We are not sharing any reports to their emails, any reports personally to their Teams account, Microsoft Teams account. We are publishing it to the cloud environment. We are just informing them, I have published this report to so and so environment. Please look at them and confirm. Sai Kiran just ask with his client. Then she will look into the report in the cloud environment. As she has also access to the environment, she will look into this report. She will confirm all looks okay. All looks okay. So what I mean to say, the entire architecture of the Power BI states this. So as a developer, what we need to do? We open the Power BI desktop tool. So which is a reporting tool or self-service business intelligence tool. As I said, I can connect to any data as a developer. I can connect to any data as a client. Clients also sometimes create their own reporting if they have some knowledge on the tools. So after connected to it, I can create some different visualizations based upon the type of data it is. And after creating the visualizations, I feel that works like a report to me or a dashboard to me. And I cannot keep that report or dashboard with me because client is paying money to me. Then I need to give some work to them, whatever the work that I have been done. Then I will present this report to the end clients. Where I will present, am I sharing to their emails or am I publishing to the cloud? I am publishing the report to the cloud environment. The cloud environment is said to be Power BI service or Power BI cloud. Now my report is available in the cloud or not after publishing? Just as shown. Yes, my report is available on the cloud. Then end users, they can see our reports on their laptops or they can also see our reports on the mobile windows. Even if they can log in onto their mobile, they can view the report on their own. So this is the easiest process to share the report that you have created with any end clients. So only two environments majorly that we learn in here. So the two environments are Power BI desktop and Power BI service. Power BI desktop and Power BI service. So once we are good on learning this technology, then we are good to attempt for any interviews. We are good to attempt to work on any real-time projects if the opportunity is provided to us. But in order to build these visuals, what level of knowledge that I need to have? Is it that easy to build the visuals? Is it that easy to connect to the data? If you ask me, that is not obviously. Any technology is not built for a children. The technology is ideally built for educated people who can understand beyond the limits of data. Even some data has been given, I cannot simply go on creating a bar or a pie chart. Based upon the data, I should make some decisions what has to be taken into account. So this will be our ongoing discussion. In our training. So as I shown you, the data can be come into Power BI desktop, into this desktop tool can be in different fashion. See, I can get the data by simply entering in Power BI. I can get the data from Excel workbook. I can get the data from these many sources. See, Excel workbook, SQL server, Dataverse, web, Facebook, OData, any number of the data, wherever the data is located, Microsoft can pull it to his reporting. This tool can easily pull the data to its reporting. You can see SharePoint, Parquet, SAP, Snowflake, Vertica, Impala, Azure. There are unlimited number of data sources. Wherever your data is hiding, we can just point to it. We can get the data to Power BI. On top of your existing data, you can create your visual. See, there are unlimited number of connectors in your Power BI. You can connect to any sources, Dynamo, Databricks, Azure. All are the sources are readily available. So some clients may work on SharePoint, some clients may work on OData, some clients may work on Hadoop, some clients may work on SQL Server, some clients may work on Power BI data flow, some clients may work on Oracle data. But wherever the data is available, I don't mind. I'll just click on that entry, I'll just connect to the table and I will load it to the Power BI. Seema, after clubbing all the students in a classroom, for a teacher, every student is the same. In the same way, after getting the data from different environments, all the data will be same for the Power BI tool. Data might be coming from different environments. I doesn't care. So what I care about, I'll just load the data, then I go on creating the visuals. Is my important practice. After getting the data, even if you provide the data from Microsoft, even if you provide the data from Google, after getting or loading the data to the Power BI is same for me to create the visuals. So in this practice, what you need to make your assumption is that as a developer, what will be my work responsibilities when I join in a company? If you assume that you will be working on all the data related items. After getting the data, you will be visualizing the data in Power BI desktop tool as a developer. And whatever the project that you work for, either the project is L'Oreal, either the project is Citibank, either the project is DBS Bank, either the project is any warehouse or Robert Bosch, any manufacturing company data that you're working for. So all this data must be visualized in proper fashion. Then you need to present those reports to the client. So this is what a simple responsibility. As a developer, I connect to some data in my desktop. I'll create some reports. I will publish it to the service. That's it. So this is what the elaborative way of displaying it. See, these are the Power BI developer responsibilities. You can see the same thing, whatever I was shown here in shortest way, this is more elaborate. What I was telling you, firstly, you can download this tool into your local machines, this Power BI desktop tool into your local machines. So by using this link, I can just paste this link all of you guys. You can use this link to download the tool into your laptops. And after downloading, what is our next aim? After you have this tool, what you do, ma'am? What you need? In order to build some visuals, what I need?
Data.
See, get data. Get data is having, as I shown, see, I'm showing you the feature, then only I'm coming back to explain you in words. See, I have unlimited number of connectors. See, I'll just connect to the data. And I will build the visualization. See, the data can be coming from Excel. Data can be coming from SQL Server, any databases. Data can be coming from cloud environment like Oracle, or if the data is sitting in Facebook connectors, wherever the data is available. The data can be any employee data or any kind of the data that is available that you can happily load to your Power BI environment. So you can just find that this is one of the simple table that you have. And after connecting to the data, what Sai Kiran will do? He will build the visualizations now. That is what his practice. A bar chart, a pie chart, a donut chart, a gauge chart, which compares my sales versus profits and all. And after creating this, what is the final goal of Sai Kiran? He created the report. He created some dashboard with some visualizations. Then what is his goal? Finally,
publish it in the cloud.
You need to publish it into the cloud. So what is the cloud now? Power BI service or the Power BI cloud environment, where we publish our reports to the cloud environment. That cloud environment is said to be Power BI service or the Power BI cloud, where I have shown it to you. So in the same class, I was showing you entire work process that we are going to discuss in our training. So in this publish process, what we do, we share the dashboards or the reports with the end users that were built by Sai Kiran. So they can happily log in, like how they see your photos in your Facebook, they can also happily see your reports that are published. As easy as that. These are what the Power BI developer responsibilities. In any company you join, nothing more than this. So what is our major aim to learn on this technology is that we need to learn the technology in different parts. First one is a Power BI desktop, where you provide your expertise on building the reports, efficient reports, like a simple report, a medium report, a complex report. So that can be categorized in the classes. While you are learning, you understand what is simply, what is medium, what is complex report and all. And after knowing all the aspects of this Power BI desktop, we go for the service concepts. We go for service concepts. So what is a service? As you know, this is a Power BI service or the cloud environment. Cloud environment. So this is the entire process that we are gonna discuss. And as I said for few of you guys, so in our training, what we are gonna cover, I'll just display it to you, like what is the course and all, what we are gonna cover. See, so this tells you what are the basic things that we are gonna cover in entire duration, Sima. So coming to our course, see 35 working days, so 35 courses. On an average, we will be getting 30 classes for every training. So excluding weekends, the training may extend like 35 to 40 days. On all weekdays from Monday to Friday, we'll be having sessions except Saturday and Sunday. So for your learnings and also for the break, that may helpful. So this is what we are covering is that Power BI desktop, Power BI service or cloud. And we are also covering some real-time connectors like a SharePoint, GCP, Azure SQL and SQL. So if I want to get the data to the Power BI desktop, I'm getting the data from SharePoint, GCP, Excel and other sources as well. And in the same project, we are not dealing with some simple dummy data. We are going to work on real-time project, which is so called as the L'Oreal Cosmetics data. So which is a beauty care based out of France. We are using this real-time project, which ideally companies will do to report their data and how the brands are being sold out in the different regions of the France in the different world. What are the most beautiful brands that are selling more? What are the brands that are selling low? And all we will be dealing with L'Oreal Cosmetics, which is a beauty care, cosmetics and beauty care data. And also another project is financial data. So we are going to cover 2 real-time projects. And along with 2 real-time projects, as I was showing you, I will be ideally giving to every training guys, minimum 3 assignments. See, the first assignment, second assignment has been given, third assignment I am yet to get from the last batch to the workspaces. So ideally, minimum three assignments will be given. Assignments means what? 3 different reports. As a developer, you also need to create. Once you have that knowledge, that also you create the report, then only you can feel that you got some standard knowledge. You got some standard knowledge out of my training. As you can see that all these reports were built by our previous training guys. So you can just see them. So they try to analyze their reporting. These are the reports that were built by previous training guys at the middle of the training, after knowing some things from our training by getting some standard knowledge on. So they have taken some navigation. They were able to create most efficient reports on their own, and they presented to me. I wanted to verify. So that means I'll be giving you assignments after every real-time project. You create the report and I'll be validating it in the Power BI service. So we cover these technologies and I'll be covering 2 real-time projects. And then after I'll be taking your time to create 3 assignments on every alternate week basis, not this week. From next week, the assignments will start once you get some standard knowledge. And then after, finally, one important thing is I'll be providing you the interview guide to you all. So if you are lazy to prepare for the interview, so at the end of the training, so I'm there to help you on what are the common standard questions that has been asked in the common interviews. What we need to prepare mostly, that will give some knowledge on it. Sima, I have clearly prepared the standard questions. So what are the components, what are the building blocks and all. In the desktop part, we have the two components, as I said, Power BI Desktop and Power BI Service. And in this, I have clearly listed every interview question. There will not be any question out of this box. So 15 questions on Power BI Service. There were like a 28 or 27 questions from the Power BI Desktop. So this also can be covered at the end of the training. I will be training on that training part as well. So if needed, then we are providing some assistance based upon your requirement, jobs assistance. So this is what the overall course details that we are gonna cover. For the demo, we don't tell that, so we are coming here, we are teaching that, we are teaching there and all. I'm a kind of guy, I will be always telling you what will be your work when you join in a company. So everyone will have this question in their mind. If I go on teaching you, so you doesn't understand what is your responsibility. So as a developer, if you join in a company, what is your work? What you're supposed to do? So after that, what tool you're supposed to take into account to decide which tool I need to use for my reporting. Then you decided the tool and then you develop it and then you publish it. So these are the things entirely we are going to cover. So which will be on every day 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minute session. On an average that starts at 7:40 or 7:45 based upon the candidate join. We hold for 2 minutes or 3 minutes buffer time for others to join after 7:45 and then we start the training before 7:50 every day. Before 7:50 every day. So this course majorly helpful. There is no doubt at all whether after learning this tool we get jobs or not. So you can give zero priority for it. I can assure you that if you have at least minimum communication, if you are a kind of guy who wanted to crack the job dedicatedly, if you are serious in attempts, for sure you will get the job. And if you are alone not able to get it, so we are there to help you. In the market there are many of the institutions are kind of us guys, we can help on that part as well, but there is no hesitation to choose this tool as a learning. You learn from my side, you learn from some other consultancy, you learn wherever other consultancy. I don't say no, but you can choose this tool as your priority on the reporting side. You can crack the jobs for sure. And one more thing is working on this tool in initial days, first 6 months or 1 year is easier compared to working on other technologies. So on an average, for every Power BI developer, on an average, if I do, every Power BI developer will be having the work time on an average every day is 3.5 hours to 4 hours maximum. In full day, 3.5 hours to 4 hours maximum time that you work on your laptops on the Power BI, not more than that. There are some guys, they touch their laptops for half hour or 1 hour as well. There are some guys, they touch their laptops for 10 hours as well. But average, I'm telling that 3 to 4 hours more than that, you will not be having any work on Power BI. You can complete those tasks in easier fashion. So it is better for you to take this tool as a choice to go for IT or to move to other technologies when you are currently working on some different technologies. So I can strongly assist you that because we are senior developers on it already. As we know, like where it shows bottlenecks, where it shows easiness for us. And so as I shown you like the basic overview, what we are gonna cover and all. So what I can tell you is that I have just given you the link of the tool to you. You can just download the tool and you can just install on your machines for time being. I'll show what to do with that. So you don't need to do anything. But from tomorrow onwards, once I show some real-time data with you, so you can just see how to load the same data to your Power BI how to load the same data to your Power BI, those things that you can get practice. Those things that you can get practiced. Stay a second. Yeah, this is one of the real-time project file that we are gonna discuss. Show full screen mode, Sima. So there are some distributors, brands, categories, which is a L'Oreal data like Maybelline, Maybelline, L'Oreal Paris. You might be seeing, if you open any YouTube and everywhere, L'Oreal is the international manufacturer who is the top contributor in the world. We have that real-time project data, so that we are gonna work on this data. See, as I was showing you a simple dummy data on our training, but in our real-time project, what we gonna cover? This kind of larger data sets. This kind of larger tables. There are multiple columns, dates, distributors, brands, categories, sub-brands, and then some materials, and there's some sales and all these many things that we are going to cover while learning about the real-time projects. So just keep your Power BI desktops on your laptops, and along with me, you can also load the data to your environments. See, that real-time project will be sent to you in coming week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So from tomorrow class, I'll be telling you what are my standard responsibilities as a Power BI developer and what else I can do after opening my tool, after opening my Power BI tool. So that is the end for today's session, guys. So we can meet up tomorrow at the same time, 7:45. So tomorrow and after tomorrow, we will cover some standard things, what needs to be covered and all. So this will be the entire course details that we can say. So as I can see that most of you guys were already working in some companies, and most of you guys are reskilling from your existing technology. Most of the guys are coming from as a fresher. That means they wanted to learn the technology on their own. They wanted to keep some experience. They want to go for it. They wanted to go for it. So based upon this, if you have any questions, Sima, on every day, for example, from Monday onwards, if you have any questions, I will be conducting the session every day, 10 to 15 minutes time for all of you guys. So you can raise the questions. So it will not be one-way communication. It is always two ways always. So that is the reason in previous batch, they are able to publish the report on their own after getting that knowledge. So if anyone has not yet shared their contact details or the email IDs, so what you will do is that in our WhatsApp group, you can just send your email. And what will be our practice is that after completion of every class, in some day, if you are not able to attend to the session for some emergency reasons, you will be having your classes at one place. See, these are all the sessions that were well recorded and stored in the Google Drive, and I have given access to the training guys. They can use these classes for their life. So until this Google Drive expired, this will be available. Sima, these are the guys now from the last batch. They can view all of our trainings, even if they have not attended the training or even if they missed someday the classes. Sima, you can just see, as you can see, 31 classes on average for every batch we get, minimum 31 classes. So 31 classes means excluding weekends, we may get our training like a 42 to 45 days maximum total duration. So if you have not attended class someday for some reason, so I will be storing everyday class to our drive. Your drive will be batch 16. In the batch 16, those videos will be available. So you are not missing anything, whether you have attended the training, whether you have not attended the training on the same day. So this is the end for today's session, guys. We will be continuing our advanced learnings from tomorrow onwards. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.